Thank you for joining us. I'm Laurel Porter. Clackamas County will pay a family $45,000 after sheriff's deputies roughly detained a 12-year-old boy. Catherine Cook is here with details on the settlement released today. Catherine?
Laurel, the incident happened in August 2019. The boy's mother says deputies hurt her son, who is black. While the family is getting money in the settlement, they say they're not getting what they wanted most.
I mean, he was a child. He was 12 years old. He was held down. He didn't know what was going on.
It's been 2 years since Jarena McDavid's son was stopped by Clackamas County Sheriff's deputies. This picture shows then 12-year-old Kamar Benbow on the ground in custody. It was a case of mistaken identity, or racial profiling, if you ask McDavid. She says her son and some friends were at Clackamas Town Center when a fight broke out. McDavid says Kamar and his friends watched, then left, but were later stopped by deputies. McDavid sued the sheriff's office for $300,000, claiming deputies elbowed Kamar in the face, pushed him to the ground, and put a knee on his neck. This week, Clackamas County settled the case. Kamar's family got $45,000, but Clackamas County admitted no wrongdoing.
I just feel like they should admit to what the photo was showing. 3 officers, 12-year-old boy, the knees clearly on the back of his neck. They could just acknowledge that they did something wrong and make a change within their the police officers there. That's what I really, really wanted was a change.
Besides the lawsuit, McDavid also filed an official complaint with the sheriff's office. Their investigation found that no deputy ever put a knee on Kamar's neck and that ultimately their actions were lawful. Those findings mean very little to McDavid. She says her son is still dealing with the aftermath of what happened.
He's still having issues with what he's going to do when he's around a police officer or ever approached by one again. He's a little confused. He's kind of conflicted. Do I stay? Do I go? You know, they hurt me when I stayed. If I go, what's going to happen?
Well, the $45,000 settlement is just a fraction of what Kamar's family asked for. His mom says it's still valuable. She hopes it teaches her son that he should always stand up for himself and that his family won't back down from holding law enforcement accountable. Laurel.
Thank you, Catherine. Now to get you caught up on tonight's other headlines, McMenamins was one of the latest victims of a ransomware attack. They say it doesn't look like any customer data was stolen, but employee data may have been compromised. It's also impacting service. Credit card scanners are offline, and employees are having to scramble to process transactions and reservations in different ways. The owners are asking for your patience if you visit one of their properties. We learned today the man caught on camera trying to abduct a 6-year-old is also suspected in another incident. The attempted abduction happened yesterday afternoon in Portland's Pearl District. The boy's father fought off the suspect and the boy wasn't hurt. Detectives say minutes before that, the same man followed around a mother and her son. That mother snapped a photo of the suspect. Police are still looking for him. He's described as a Hispanic man, 20 to 30 years old, between 5'1" and 5'3". He's heavy-set with dark hair. The final child tax credit checks went out to families today. The program expires at the end of the year. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden today pushed the Senate to approve a 1-year extension of the credit, but he tried to attach it to legislation blocking certain Chinese imports. That legislation is an effort to counter China's genocide of Uyghur Muslims. Wyden objected to the bill when the sponsor refused to add the tax credit extension, so neither effort passed. A concerning new report shows just how many people died while living on Portland's streets last year, and it was a record high. 126 people died homeless in Multnomah County in 2020. That's up 11% from 2019. Hope Yamasaki's son Chris is among the dead. The 26-year-old overdosed in a tent. His mother said Chris was a happy child, but was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder as a young adult. She said getting treatment was next to impossible, and that's when Chris turned to meth.
I feel so much guilt and sadness, but we desperately need dual diagnosis centers and walk-in detox, safe places for people to be who are on meth, and we need better options. Help is not as easy to get as many people think. There's just not enough resources available. The houseless matter. Those with mental health issues and addiction difficulties matter. Chris mattered.
Tonight on The Story, we took a closer look at the causes of death and some solutions on the way to help increase access to treatment. You can watch our full report now on the KGW YouTube channel. As we head into the holidays, a donation of blood is one of the most valuable gifts you can give. The nation and the Northwest both face a critical shortage. A little boy from Vancouver named Declan is proof just how much that gift of blood donation can mean, as his story resonates from Vancouver all the way to Hollywood.
Hello, my name is Chris Pratt, and this video is for Adrian and Declan.
Identical twin brothers, Adrian and Declan Reagan. Even the star of the Jurassic World movies knows their names.
You know me. So sorry for what y'all are going through, but I just wanted you to know that I'm thinking about you. I hope that might put a smile on your face.
Their story not only touched Hollywood, it continues to change lives. And the story starts with Declan, who had a nickname.
Declan the dinosaur. Because whenever Declan got to leave his room, he typically was in some sort of dinosaur costume, or he was wearing dinosaur pajamas or t-shirts.
Declan and Adrian were busy doing what brothers often do and looking forward to the next Jurassic World movie. They were about to leave soon on a family vacation when Mom, Lauren, noticed Declan had a rash.
He had these red spots that I'd seen come and go, but head to toe, on his eyelids, across his, completely.
She took him to urgent care.
They're like, this is, you need to get him to an emergency room now.
Tests at the hospital showed Declan's platelet count dangerously low. It was at 8. The normal range is 19 times that. Then Lauren got the news no parent wants to hear.
The head of oncology at Randall Children's is telling us that our son has acute myeloid leukemia, which is extremely rare in children.
She had 48 hours to go home and pack before Declan would spend the next 30 days in the hospital. The twins would be separated for the first time in their 4 years of life.
Our entire family dynamic just changed overnight because now you have to start planning and trying to coordinate with friends and family and jobs, and just life stops.
Over the next 2 years, Declan would have blood transfusions, chemotherapy, 2 bone marrow transplants. But through it all, he lifted others' spirits.
Oh my God, a ball of joy. Declan just had this loving caringness to him. Get it, Declan.
And in the hospital, he was saving dinosaurs.
Come with me.
Just like his hero Owen in the movie trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
We watched that movie trailer probably 80 or 90 times because it was like, yes, we're going to see this movie.
But cancer had its own timeline. After his second failed bone marrow transplant, doctors told the family Declan had only 2 weeks to live.
Playing through my head, I'm like, okay, this movie is coming out in June. This is 6 months-ish away. What are we going to...
Lauren was determined to beat the odds and get her boys to that movie.
I don't know.
Declan went on hospice care. They stopped treatments, but continued blood transfusions, 2 units twice a week. Make-A-Wish sent them to Hawaii, to the Jurassic World movie set. They threw a big 6th birthday bash for the boys that March. And word got to Jurassic World star Chris Pratt that one of his biggest fans was in a real-life struggle.
I know why we're here. You are in my prayers and my thoughts, and I love you. And I hope to see you later, kids. It's time.
And then something happened Lauren will never forget.
And I got a phone call and they're like, it's done. The movie, they just put the finishing touches. They're flying somebody in.
The movie producers rented out the Liberty Theater in Camas just for the twins and their family. the first fans in America to see the movie they'd been waiting for.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
And so top secret,
I'm glad we could do what we could do.
no photos or video were allowed.
We were just a piece of it that was able to make it happen.
At the end of the day, Declan lived the most fulfilled life that a 6-year-old could ever dream of, and he got to see his movie.
Declan passed away a few weeks later, 5 months after doctors had expected. What a beautiful, beautiful, sweet boy. But that wasn't the end of Declan's story. He had sequels to come. His mom, Lauren, carries on his legacy. She changed careers and now works with BloodWorks Northwest, organizing blood drives. Online, we have much more on her work and how you can make an appointment to be a blood donor. Just check out this story on KGW.com.